both of our players who have fought really again to get to this spot.
They're both really strong players. Oh my goodness. What a game.
We are ready to get this match underway. Hello everyone and welcome to WARMACHINE Weekend 2015 and the first round of the Iron Gauntlet qualifiers at WARMACHINE Weekend this year. I'm William Shick, Director of Business Development for Proprietary Press, and I'm here with Michael Plummer, our Convention Manager. How are you doing today, Michael?
Pretty good. How are you, Will?
I'm doing fantastic. Very excited to get this whole event underway.
As am I.
We had our big speech from Carl, who is the head organizer here. Our first scenario for this one is going to be outflank for round one.
That's right. So an outflank is not a kill box scenario, and there's going to be quite a bit going on in that one. Our players today are going to be Michael Chili Winters versus Trevor Attridge. Chili Winters is going to be playing Father Lucan and the Convergence of Cirrus. But real quick, we're going to go back to the scenario and talk about that a little bit. There's no kill box in Outflank, and there are two zones. A control is a single control point, and a dominate is two. Victory conditions are that you need 5 control points to win, or a Warcaster Warlock assassination.
So this one really determines that the players need to split up their forces, go for one zone hard, try to defend the other zone.
Absolutely.
Don't want to get caught putting all your forces into one basket. So we've got Chili Winters running Convergence of Cirrus, and his opponent, Trevor Attridge, is actually running Cygnar.
Correct.
He has chosen out of his 3 lists to play Major Victoria Haley with a Bonded Stormwall, Thorn, a Squire into the battle group, as well as a Journeyman Warcaster, and then a whole bunch of mercenary goodness. You've got Iris, Angel of Retribution, Gaston Cross, who actually has no Warjack. He's just there for that sweet Gypsy's Kiss. Stormsmith, Stormcaller, Alexia, Mistress of the Witchfire. Black 13th, Lady Anne and Holt, and the Tactical Arcanist Corps. So a very heavy helping of mercenary solos for the most part, with a couple of Cygnar flavors sprinkled in.
Lucan list is Father Lucan, of course. He's got a Corollary in his battle group, along with a Cipher and an Inverter. He's got 2 Enigma Foundries, a unit of 10 Obstructors, a unit of 5 Reciprocators, 2 units of 6 Reductors, and 2 units of Clockwork Angels. So a lot of bodies on the field, some Enigma Foundries to recursion those back into the game as they start to die, and then enough of a battle group to keep his focus going well, keep enough on Lucan that he can use the spells that he wants to use, but still have enough hitting power to take down that Stormwall, hopefully.
It's definitely, this matchup, just in general, is definitely going to be more grindy than some.
Yes.
You've got 2 armies that really just want to wear down and control what their opponent's doing. Haley does it through her feet, obviously, and then also through her ability to kind of put the Stormwall she wants to, thanks to the bond, along with temporal acceleration. You've got Lucan, who just simply says, I'm going to go towards wherever I want, and you're just going to have to chew through. Yeah, you're just going to have to chew through me. Good luck with that. So basically, it's the Jawbreaker versus Haley.
Yep. It's this is not going to be one of those games where we see like a sneaky assassination come out of somewhere. More than likely. More than likely,
no. Now, Haley with Thorn, though, does have potential to pull off something. She's got a couple of different angles. Of course, you can never underestimate the guns on the Stormwall as well. That extra shot from temporal acceleration along with the movement is huge. So if we do see someone going for a caster kill early to be kind of tricksy, it's probably going to come from Trevor's side. However, Chili is a very adept opponent, and I expect to see some very cool strategies coming out, as well as the standard Lucan brick up and just grind through.
I think we're going to see a lot of the Lucan brick up and grind through, honestly. I mean, he's got the reciprocators. Those things are really hard to chew through even without the feat. And then with deceleration, +2 def and arm against all the ranged attacks, that's going to do a lot of hurt to that list that Trevor's brought. There's a lot of guns in there, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Purification will take care of any upkeeps that Haley might have. And then beyond that, I mean, he's just a solid caster. And it's going to be a great game.
CAD being done by Michael Chili Winters right now.
Yep, putting out those Clockwork Angels.
Chili did win first turn, so he will be going before Trevor in this round. A little bit of discussion. One of the things I love about WARMACHINE Weekend this year is that they made a point to have almost every table have a water feature on it.
Yeah. You almost never see those anymore, and I love them.
Not a ton. The other thing that I thought was interesting was that the organizers decided that the players themselves get to determine before the game what certain terrain features are.
Yeah.
So if 2 people agreed, that center water feature could be deep water.
That would be wild.
They did not, however, choose that here. So no one's going swimming in the drink.
No one's going swimming.
No, not today.
All right, so we've got Chili starting to take his turn, and he's advancing his battle group. The Cypher and the Inverter have both advanced. Looks like the Reciprocators, I believe, are running.
Yep.
Just
I believe that his battle group also ran, and he inducted the focus.
Ah, yes. Thank you for that. Looks like those Reciprocators are probably.
You didn't sound very thankful there.
I'm truly appreciative.
Okay.
For your help. It looks like he's going to be moving those Reciprocators up into that right zone to try and hold that one. And I'm guessing that the Obstructors are going to move towards the left to try and control both zones. He's got a lot more bodies on the field than Trevor does. And
Absolutely.
That's going to do him a lot of good, especially in this scenario.
So we obviously see Lucan advancing, putting up deceleration.
Yep.
Chili finishing out the corollary, starting to stoke that thing up with focus points for future turns.
Getting that Enigma Foundry moving up, keeping it near those Reciprocators to get souls.
Shouldn't see a lot of early destruction this turn, though.
No. And unit of Reductors coming up behind.
Ah, Reductors.
Ah, Reductors. I love Reductors. Clear is such a fun rule. And the Angels are moving up, towing into the zone. Just asserting his dominance early.
Yep. Well, you see that one Angel kind of hanging out in the woods as well, trying to make sure that whole unit doesn't get wiped out right away.
Yep.
See a run order from the other unit of Angels.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised to see him kind of moving over towards this flank. That's where all the bodies are, and the Angels are.
Shockingly enough, Chili with the red focus tokens and markers has decided to really push towards that red zone.
I think
subconsciously he's been drawn to it.
It is a strong strategy for him to make everything match so that he doesn't forget anything.
Exactly. Color coordination really important here.
Absolutely, and he wants to stay away from that blue zone because Cygnar.
We'll see if Trevor agrees. Trevor Cygnar not very heavy on the blue color scheme, more of a silver, which I like.
It looks like silver and green, so he's just going to take the whole table.
Yeah, the whole table.
Yeah.
This is mine. I'm just going to own this now.
All right, so that's the first turn for Chili. And Trevor's going to start his turn now.
Quick move. See one being allocated to Thorn. Kind of figuring out the rest of his focus allocation here. I expect at least one will go on the storm wall. Maybe more. Depending if he wants to try to take those shots. He didn't burn anything off of the Squire. It's a little too early for that. Some consideration here from Trevor. He tries to plan out what to do with the rest of focus. Well, that's going to be it. So Arcane Shield goes on Thorn. Thorn's going to make an early run.
Arcane Shield on Thorn, that's beefy.
It's serious.
That's beefy for a little dude.
You see Thorn trying to use that water feature to the best of his abilities to kind of prevent some early charges. Though the Angels themselves won't really care about it. They can't do much against an Arc Shielded
I don't think
Thorn.
they're going to do much against an Arc Shielded Thorn, no.
Thorn will be pretty safe. So we see Haley activating next. Looks like there's going to be a time bomb. Oh, Arcane Bolt. So Arcane Bolt of the first Angel. Yep. Boosted attack roll, easily takes it out. Damage roll, no problem. So we see a reroll happening from the Squire.
Yep, I think it was the second Arcane Bolt.
Yep. But unfortunately, reroll also missed.
Yep. I like that tape measure that Trevor has.
2 left. See an attack. Does hit that one with the Arcane Bolt.
Let's check him from his Enigma Foundries.
Yep.
See which one's closer.
And then Thorn using his fancy little extra reaction drive ability to bounce back a little bit. Further out of range. Almost took out that entire unit of Angels, but the miss on the second shot stopped that plan from really going into effect. So those Enigma Foundries will be able to bring some things back.
And taking out those Angels early is really a good idea because, I mean, that's the real ranged threat that he has to those units. Looks like Trevor's advancing the Storm Wall now and dropping a Storm Pod. Putting some covering fire out over there on his right flank, near that blue zone, which is clearly for Cygnar.
Clearly.
And I think the strategy with these red covering fires is he's hoping to draw Chili towards them.
Draw Chili in?
Yeah.
Kind of like a bull.
Just lure him in.
Just like, come towards me.
Like fish in a barrel.
These. Yeah. So Stormwall ends its activation at that point after laying down the covering fire. We've got a lot of run orders happening here. The Black 13 spreading out really far. Not going very far with their run, though.
Well, they don't want to get shot up. I mean, Prowl only helps you so much when there's no forest to be in.
See stealth going on Lady, Ion, and Holt.
Players, quick reminder, when you bring up your slips, if you're going to drop, please mark it and bring 2 flags back.
Tactical Arcanist Core activates and runs as well. They're mighty speed 4. Stubby little legs.
Nothing wrong with short.
Not a whole lot on Trevor's side to really vie for that blue zone.
Yeah,
Chili's, again, like you pointed out, Chili's larger number of bodies right now giving him an early game advantage until Trevor can chew through some of that stuff.
I think we're going to see some of that stuff get chewed through pretty quick here, though. Stormwall's going to put out a lot of hurt.
So we got the Stormcaller just kind of running around. He might be the X factor here. He's going to be easy to forget about.
That is absolutely true.
By himself.
But it's going to be easy to forget for both players.
Potentially. See Iris advancing a little bit.
Yep.
Staying on the hill, though. Getting very close to that zone, but doesn't look like she's quite in. Alexia 2 now. Mistress of the Witchfire. Needs to figure out where she wants to go on her fancy horse. We see a run order on her. Position her up. Right next to Thorn there. And the Squire probably just going to stay where it is, it looks like, for the most part.
Pass and turn back to Chili.
So
Chili's got a little bit of an identity crisis here with that Morrowind tattoo.
It's true. When he puts his arm out, you can see it right there.
There it is.
Got some Cygnar runes along with it. So we see Lucan.
Allocation is 1 to the Cypher, it looks like. And starting with the Reciprocators, and no surprises advancing.
Yep. Probably see Lucan using his feet this turn, I would expect.
Yep.
Might hold it for next turn, depending on how he feels on his board position. But really,
and I believe they're shield walling.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Their intent is all being base and shield wall. See him stacking them up nice.
I mean, between shield wall and deceleration, they're going to be arm 22 against shooting, and that's before the feat, if he decides to use it.
See that last remaining clock range will decide discretion is the better part of Valor. Running away.
In fear.
Yeah.
Cypher's running.
Nope.
Oh.
Chili maybe changing his mind
Maybe
here.
changing his mind on that. Yeah, I was questioning that run.
Cypher just advances. Going to take a shot at Thorn.
Yep.
Looking out to put some rough terrain.
Shooting a crater.
It's a good distance. That's a good
6 inches to the 2.
Yeah.
So it'll
it's not terrible.
Yeah, put a little rough terrain near that zone. Kind of get some control over where people can go.
Drops it on Alexia and puts it kind of in the way of the Black 13th. So we see the second shot happening. In the same target, trying to catch Thorn.
Inducting to the inverter. Direction 1.
That's what he wanted.
Switches, yep.
Perfect. That'll drop it right on Thorn.
Slow him down a little bit.
That'll be pretty significant to his speed.
Absolutely.
He's right in the middle of that.
And it looks like he's moving on to his obstructors. Again, no real surprise moving into the zone. I believe he's shield walling here as well.
You see him just moving into those base to base.
I think we are going to see the feat here.
Seems like a good time to use it. You know those guns are going to be in range next turn. You might as well just completely blunt an entire turn.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and blunt a turn of shooting, and that way the next turn he'll be able to get a real alpha strike.
Yeah, you've got to kind of question Trevor's initial moves. He was pretty cautious in that opening round, trying to avoid some of the shooting. But
yeah, I think
against an army like this, you kind of have to determine that you got to get in there. You got to get that Stormwall in and start punching things.
You got to get in there, and there's going to be one turn where you don't do much, so you might as well get it out of the way.
And one of the things that's interesting about it is really that water feature doesn't pose much of a threat to Trevor because of the Colossal.
Correct.
The inability to knock it down in the water. However, if he can just get in there, get close enough within 2 inches, he can easily throw Chili's jacks right in there.
Right in the drink.
Throw the vectors in the drink. You don't have to deal with them anymore.
It's like a dunk tank.
Yeah. And against a Lucan feet turn, why not, right?
Yeah.
I don't need to destroy you. I just need to dunk you in the water.
Armor 48, guess I'm throwing you in the water.
I need to give you a swirly. The Colossal being the bully of the field right now.
Memories. Enigma Foundry advancing. And bringing back those 2 Clockwork Angels. Great work, Cygnar.
They tried. They tried. It's really just Haley's fault.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe if she could be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got gusto, kid.
All right.
Looks like they're clarifying some things about board state. And
Chili's. I think he's out of what does he have left to activate right now?
Well, he was activating his Facebook, I think.
Oh, there you go. He had to get on the Twitters and tell people what were going on.
Maybe phoning a friend like, "Hey, what's the route on Clockwork Angels again?"
There you go.
I lost my card.
Yeah, I don't know what's up. It's right in front of me. It's not in red though. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Chili only sees things in red.
He's like a bull.
Like a bull. So we see some range here. Lucan still hasn't activated yet.
Leaving us to wonder about the feat. Looks like the Angels moving back. Probably fearing the Black 13th a little bit.
Brutal and Mage Storm definitely can get through them.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Lucan did go. I don't know if he popped his feet, though. It doesn't look like he did. That feet token is not on the table. Interesting. So just going to weather this turn of shooting. Overall,
you know
with the shield wall and everything.
Shield wall and deceleration, he'll be fine.
He's definitely solid.
Got a little bit of clarification from Mr. William Hungerford that those Convergence jacks are steady.
That's true.
So we were incorrect. He can't give him a swirly.
I think he can.
I mean, he can.
It's just not going to work.
But they're tough kids. Yeah.
They're tough kids.
They've been bullied enough that they can withstand a swirly or two. So allocation on Trevor's side, 1 to Thorn.
So doesn't look like he's going to put any. He's got the focus in his hand. Curious if he'll put anything on the storm wall for this turn.
Yeah. It looks like, are those 3 on the storm wall?
No,
those are the journeyman.
No, that's Gaston.
Oh.
The journeyman's still in the backfield. He's hanging out. He cast his spell. He's done.
He's straight chilling.
Yeah. He'll show up later.
He's got a gun.
He does. He has a very powerful gun, actually, considering the boost ability.
It's like rat
but
low.
He can be a rat 4. Rat 4 with boosting is
rat 4 with boosting is respectable.
Very solid. He is a potent threat, but he can be a late gamer player as well.
That's true.
Come back out there and shoot somebody in the face.
Once Thorn dies, throw that arcane shield on himself and YOLO his way into battle.
See Thorn running through the rough terrain. Looks like he's going to try to do the arcane shield or the arcane bolt trick again to get rid of. Maybe.
I don't think he's going to have range.
Sure where he's going here.
I think he's just trying to get in the zone with something that has some meat to it. Arcane shield, the Thorn will do it.
Yeah. Or a little bit. I mean, Thorn's still 28 boxes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's the end-all, be-all. I'm just saying, like, that Stormwall's not going to get over there, so.
No. Well, if it ran, it could. It ignores that rough terrain.
I don't think he wants to run the Stormwall this turn.
He might.
Though. He might.
So we see Iris trying to snipe out an Obstructor there. Misses, however. Rough day to be an elf. She is, however, toeing the zone. Got that Arcanus core.
Also getting in that zone.
They're just walking in. Avoiding that forest since they're already slow enough. Losing a little bit of distance there since that guy was in the forest.
We don't like to say they're slow. We like to say they're fast challenged.
Fast challenged, huh? Let's see a fire spell being cast here from the Tactical Arcanus core.
That'll be a hit.
And Flame Blast hits on the first one. It's a nice AoE throw. POW 13. Kawoosh.
Even against that armor 18. 1 kill.
Hits another on the back one. That's going to be pretty good placement for him since the front couple that are caught in that blast won't get their shield wall advantage, which gives them the chance to actually crack through.
Correct.
See, checking on that.
So it's
And
1,
2, maybe? Nope.
looks like
Just the
one down.
Yep.
It's better than none.
See another shot of the front rank. Does hit.
And another
It's
kill.
boxcars to just obliterate that guy.
Looks like Trevor's taking a tip from my book. Roll better.
Not with those snake eyes.
Well, he's trying.
He's trying. He's putting in the effort. So not shabby from the Tacker
not at
can
all.
course.
I mean, they're all just going to come back, but
Well, you got to just kind of expect that.
yeah, of course. I mean, you can't stop killing models because he's going to bring them back. Seems like a real bad plan.
You could. You'd be like, what do you want to do? You want to bring your models back? I'm just not going to kill anything.
Yeah. How about that? But you're glad you brought those Enigma Foundries.
We're considering his next activation here.
Measuring control area from Gaston.
Gaston with Gypsy's Kiss. 4 potential shots. Here sees a shot. Boost to hit. Does hit, looks like. Or he missed.
He missed the first one, buying boost on the second attack for a hit and a kill. And then gunning, running away.
That's Gaston for you. Shoot and run away. Tail between the legs. So you got rid of 1. Still a lot of obstructors left.
So, yep, so there's 4 down. He can bring back 3. Mm-hmm. So he's got a net gain.
Net gain of 1.
Net gain
Woo!
of 1.
It's fantastic. Stormwall can take out a few more, I suppose, if he wants to lay into that. See Chili trying to bribe the judge with beef jerky.
Yep. It's a very strong strategy. Everyone loves beef jerky.
Depends on the beef jerky. Could be turkey jerky. Nobody wants that.
No one wants
turkey jerky.
Although I do like saying turkey jerky.
Turkey jerky?
Yeah.
Does kind of rhyme.
Right?
Stormwall advancing over a little bit. You're going to see some line of sight checks. Probably going to lay a couple of big guns into those obstructors, get a net gain of 3.
That's what I'd be looking for.
So first obstructor getting shot with a big gun. Yep. So
Hits.
big gun hits.
And pops 1.
Yeah, no problem there. Second shot looks like it hits on the boost. The 14.
Obstructors are like potato chips.
You can't
kill just one.
Kill just one. Maybe he missed on that other shot because they only took off 1. Or
No, he took off 2. There's 6 over there now.
Okay. Then we see the Metal Storms going down, trying to protect Iris, trying to protect a little bit of the Tactical Arcanist core. Proper positioning there. Deceleration doesn't help you when you run through bullets. So Haley measures the control range really quick.
Stormwall dropping that pod.
Well, it's just one more piece of annoyance to clear out before you can claim that zone, Chili.
That's correct. And it's going to protect Thorn a little bit.
See the Black 13th go. Yeah, it's got a little bit in the way of a charge range. Though Thorn still has the reaction drive that's likely going to come if Haley channels anything through it. There you go.
There we go.
That's what you really wanted.
That'll protect Thorn.
Yeah.
And kind of?
Kind of.
Question mark?
Haley activating next. Yeah, I mean, it's not a cloud effect, so they can still charge, but you'll take a POW 12. Again, without the deceleration bonus, do some damage.
I mean, they're only armor 16.
They are only armor 16. They get 8 boxes, though.
They do have 8 boxes, and if Lucan moves up in feats.
Yeah, if Lucan feats first, then it's questionable.
And I'm pretty sure we're going to see that next
Haley
turn.
advances over. See some trees going back on the forest. Journeyman advancing, running, advancing. Getting ready to take some sweet shots with that hand cannon. Squire advances a little bit. So Lexi's up next.
She's moving into that crater.
Figure out what she wants to do here. So shoots her cannon, hand cannon. Oh, nope, spell, apparently. At reciprocator. So using a Hellfire. Ride by attack moves back. Did 6 points of damage to the reciprocator. It's not shabby
That's not
at
bad.
all. Well, ignoring the... Even ignoring deceleration on that, it's still...
That's
that's
a good
solid.
roll.
It's solid.
That's what happens when you listen to Plummer and roll better. Allocating folks to the Cypher.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like the reductors on that left flank are advancing. I can't tell if he's going to be in range to take some shots at that tech arc core. Maybe? It looks a little far. It's only a 6-inch spray.
Looks like he'll get at least one, maybe two.
Yeah, it might be in there. I think if he has one, he has the other.
Here comes that spray template. See first one? Yep,
Oh,
looks
he's
good.
Got it all day.
So it definitely hits. Can he crack the arm? Attack Arcanus Core. Their arm 16. Not
Looks
shabby.
like it did not break.
Should see another one lay down there, though, in a second. There's some markers down. So hits. So a couple of wounds laid down on those Tac Arcanus cores. That's what those tokens that you laid down are. Little blood drops. So Chili not able to completely eliminate a Tac Arcanus core, but putting some damage on him.
Yep.
Shivacator's just playing the slow game.
Yep, well, that's what Lucan likes to do. Just trudge up the field and grind it out.
So got the intent with base. He also used that set defense variable ability. So those guys ready to take a charge and cause some serious problems back. Just a lot of models on Chili's side.
There's a lot of models.
And thus far, Chili's been doing really good on his clock.
Absolutely, yeah.
See, he even where he is with the number of models he has, he's up on time on Trevor so far, and that can play a big difference in a game like this.
I think this is going to be a pretty thoughtful turn here. You can already see the way the Chili's thinking about his options, looking at the board. I think we're going to see quite a bit of that clock diminish here. So that's okay. It's still early in the game. He's got time to burn.
The more time you can save up front, though, the better off you will come towards the later rounds if the game
It's
makes
true,
it
but
that far.
if you utilize that time well, and if you can, take out a model here and there.
Right now, if you can, the big zone that he has a shot at is the red zone.
Well, yeah, because that's the one he can see.
No, that's true. I mean, it is the only one he's focused on. But Alexi's the only thing that's currently stopping him from claiming that point.
That's Thorn.
Oh, it's Thorn, right. Alexia backed up. Thorn a little more difficult to get rid of.
A little bit.
A little bit. Especially with that arcane shield.
Once Luke gets a little bit closer, though, he can strip that right off.
So we see Alexia getting shot.
And he's deviated 5 inches to the 4. So not really what he's looking for there at all. But still put some rough terrain between Alexia and the reciprocators.
Got that Mage Storm cloud that's... And we see the rough terrain dropping back.
Another rough terrain. 3 to the 3 this time.
Actually, really good deviation
those
rolls on that.
worked out real well for him.
You can't. He couldn't target Thorn. He just let the wind drift it back where he wanted it. So, good job, Cypher. So the inverter going next. He's going to run. Getting also into that zone. Position to counter strike here. Very safe from anything that could really do any significant damage to it, especially under Lucan's feet. Lucan, acceleration once more.
Yep. Advancing. Are we going to see the feet this turn?
Maybe.
I don't think we will.
I don't feel like there's any rush.
I think he's waiting for the storm wall to get closer. And once that storm wall is going to be in reach to move in, I see him feeding then, and that way he can counter-strike with the
You see
jacks.
the control range measurement to the Stormclad, or the storm wall. The storm thingy.
Storm thingy?
Yeah. Storm something.
Storm-a-majigger.
Storm-a-jigger. Chili considering his options here. Still on Lucan's activation. Probably considering that feat at the moment. See him pick up the token.
Yeah, he's holding the token. Will he throw it down?
I kind of agree with your assessment, though. I don't know that I burn my feet at this point. Like,
I don't think I would. I mean,
you've got the shield walls to protect you from the guns, plus deceleration.
You looked at the last turn. I mean, he didn't lose a whole lot.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, he put the feet token back down.
Yeah. So Lucan just sitting on his focus, and Lucan's activation is done.
He's
so
moving on to the second unit of reductors.
Yep. It's kind of getting all up in there. Loading that red zone with bodies. Holding that blue zone with a few other bodies. Still has the obstructors left to go.
Going to get some more of those obstructors back. And
the Angels doing what they do. Maybe going to take a couple of pot shots at Black 13th members. I think he might have one in. Yep.
That's one.
Looks like
two in.
Yep. So we see binomial beams. Binomial beams.
No, that's going to be a miss. Chili should roll better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you win games.
Roll better?
Pro tip.
Pro tip. There you go. I prefer to not roll dice at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
So cheating. Lucan.
So we got the.
Yeah, we saw three of those obstructors come back.
Just.
Of course, that's going to happen. Corollary.
Of course, that's going to happen.
I mean,
of course.
You brought the Enigma Foundry. You might as well use it.
He might want to just hold on to those souls.
Maybe.
So he's got more glowy bits to him.
Yeah?
Yeah. He wants to bling himself out.
Yeah.
He's got a little car derby to go to later tonight.
Oh, sure.
He's got to have like that sweet lighting. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
Correct.
A little Fast and the Furious faction for you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm just picturing like Enigma Foundry's racing.
Oh,
like dangerous street racing.
That'd be super
dope.
Or
legs, running around.
Three-legged race, only tie two of their legs together.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah.
That'd be a.
So the obstructors getting shield wall order, advancing into the blue zone as well. And that's pretty much the end of Chili's turn. So he's made a strong play for both zones. With a lot of bodies in there with a lot of armor. So Trevor at this point kind of in a position where he's going to have to figure out how to engage, I think.
I think we're going to see a Haley feat this turn.
Yep. Lock him down for a turn. But, so, Gaston upkeeps his little gun and run spell. Not upkeeping it, actually. Apparently changed his mind on that one. So no moving shadows, so no gun and run for Gaston. He's going to keep it all. Arcane Shield staying up. Is upcapped, so Thorn sitting on that sweet Arcane Shield. Haley did not burn a focus from the Squire yet. Kind of interesting.
Saving those for later.
Yeah. I mean, holding them on for a potential assassination run with Thorn, or if you desperately need to clear stuff out with Arcane Bolts, or
It's like when Micah comes back from lunch with a pocket burger.
Pocket Burger.
Pocket burger.
Yeah.
That's what those focus on the Squire are.
Those are pocket burgers?
They're the pocket burger.
I thought it was Pocket Dog.
He had a pocket burger the other day.
Oh, that seems messy. Burger's not really designed for pockets.
Well, it was wrapped.
Still, they're like wide. A pocket dog like would fit in the pocket. A
Sure.
burger's too big.
He had large pockets.
Like, was it in his back pocket?
No, actually, it was in like the pocket of his hoodie.
It was a hoodie pocket?
He had a wrapped cheeseburger.
That's different. That
from
doesn't even count.
McDonald's.
That's barely a pocket.
He came back in the office. He pulled it out. He's like, "You want a pocket burger?" And
That's
just
barely a
kinda looked at it
pocket.
funny. Yeah.
You should never accept pocket burgers.
No, never accept pocket food from strangers or friends.
So life lesson number 2 in round 1 of Iron Gauntlet done today. No more pocket burgers. So your Arcanist Tactical Core activating. Haley did give a couple of focus to the Storm wall, so
Yep.
we'll see what it decides to do this turn.
Checking some line of sight over here.
Mm-hmm. Likely to see some more flame bursts, since they can bypass that deceleration bonus.
I have a feeling. Oh, they are going to the obstructors.
So
Okay, on the reductor.
back reductor, easier to remove thanks to no shield wall.
Well,
We'll catch a couple of them.
Yeah, try and get rid of some of that range threat.
Oh, back
Oh,
obstructor.
back
So
obstructor.
yeah,
Interesting enough.
did destroy it. I mean, that's the maximum blast damage there. You catch almost everything. And he gets the reductors anyway, it looks like.
Looks like 2 of them.
Yeah, he caught
just
2.
one.
He only got 1.
Only
though.
got one of them.
Still, I think that was the right target.
I concur. Another Cinder Bomb looking on a back obstructor.
Flame Blast. Flame Blast. Cinder Bomb's different. Flame Blast. Flame Explosion.
Flame Explosion.
Mistin is going to deviate a little bit here. So we see it going towards the 6. Wow, that thing drifted real far.
Yeah. You missed, buddy.
That's actually a pretty good shot because he drifted it into some Clockwork Angels and the Enigma Foundry. Clockwork Angel should go.
No, but not with dice rolls like that.
See last Flame Burst going. Looking at the same target. Backmost Obstructor trying to get past that shield wall for the blast damage. Does hit. Does this.
Kills the back one, I'm sure.
So gets
to all
gets
three
all
of them.
3. Nice.
So that's the whole unit gone.
I think there might be. Are you sure? I think there's 2 left.
Oh, no, yep, you're right.
There's 2 behind that cipher
yeah,
right
there
there.
are 2 or 3 left there.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
See Gypsy's Kiss being fired at the reductors. Going to clear out that zone and try to score some points, it looks like.
It's a strong play.
Haley won't be able to feet and get in the zone, though, so he's only going to get 1 on this.
True.
A little bit closer. He could have grabbed 2 and likely shut down Chili's response. Still, he can score 1 now, get Haley a little closer, pop feet, potentially get her in to dominate the next turn for 2. That'd put him 3 up. Although he missed on that last reductor, so standing strong.
I mean, he's still got other options, though.
Iris hits.
Yeah, Iris.
Takes out the last reductor, so that zone is now clear. He'll be scoring a point this turn.
Getting a lead, especially in this scenario, is very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And he's wiped out a lot of that flank. I mean, the coverage over there is incredibly light now.
Yeah, he has yet to really remove a unit, though.
That's
which
true.
is the problem. So those reductors are still sitting on, looks like 3 models. I think the obstructors have 2 left.
And the reductors have 2. I think the obstructors have.
I think the reductors have 3.
It looks like
because
3,
you got the
'cause they're
blue
that
bases.
cluster.
Yeah, and then you got two obstructors behind them. See what the storm wall can do here, though, because it's lining up. Acceleration is definitely going to factor in here a little bit. Though the reductors, yeah, those metal storms are probably still better off just putting down their clouds.
Yeah.
Or their AoEs, not clouds.
I don't know. When I see someone like lining up their
Clouds of
storm wall like
bullets.
this, I just remember that scene in Star Wars where the Death Star laser just like powering up and he's just getting ready to shoot people. I don't know why. That comes to mind every time.
We've decided to test this station's full destructive power on your home planet of Alderaan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like that. Except instead of Alderaan, he's shooting obstructors.
Not as exciting.
No, not quite. But he does destroy one.
He does take one out with the big gun. Big gun's living up to their name here. Trying to take out, launching a storm pod now. Gonna zap a couple of reductors.
Zap.
Is that the noise they make?
Zap.
Huh. I was unaware.
Yeah, just like that.
So lightning damage 1, lightning damage 2. I think he's gotten rid of.
The reductors are gone.
The reductors are gone. All right. That's 1 unit down.
Another big gun shot. Patow! Right into that side. Cypher?
So we see shield guard. Well, he shot obstructor. The Cypher, however, bravely stepped into it thanks to shield guard.
Correct.
From Lucan's field marshal ability. So Cypher takes a couple points of damage, but nothing real significant from a boosted big gun shot. Seen Trevor having to decide if he's going to try to Metal Storm or put down the covering fire.
Metal Storm.
Interesting. Metal Storm shoots. How many shots did you get on that, though? Did you roll?
Oh,
Lucan steps in the way. He's like, I'll take that bullet. So it looks like you got one shot on each Metal Storm, which is not great.
Not the best.
No. I'm a little surprised. I wonder what he's planning for Haley. Temporal acceleration at that point for another big gun shot would have been potentially pretty useful.
Maybe he's going to temporal accelerate Thorn for reasons.
Maybe. I think that Haley's just probably going to cast some more spells through Thorn, though. There's no reason to put him into melee.
Yeah, no. I think what Trevor's going to do is just try and,
here comes Thorn.
Hold that red zone enough that Chile doesn't score.
See if a time bomb happens here. Time bomb be pretty sweet.
A big time bomb on those.
big time bomb, just slow him down more.
Yeah.
He's checking line of sight, trying to get that. Looks like he's trying to get that back.
Yep.
Reciprocator.
It's a 4-inch AoE, so that would get
like
nab a lot.
Everything. As long as Haley doesn't miss.
Haley's not going to miss.
Here's that time bomb. Didn't even boost it. That is bold.
She's got the pocket burger.
Doesn't matter.
Pocket burger machine.
Yeah. It's that point in the game where I'm like, I know what's going to happen to me. I'm going to boost it.
I need a 3. Better boost.
Yeah. And then I would roll a 3.
Yeah.
Trip ones and just be like, oh, I shouldn't have boosted. So no damage on the time bomb. Main shot. Oh, does kill the reciprocator's direct hit with a boost. So it gets rid of 1. So I see the unit leader getting promoted. Moved in there. Swapped.
And reactive drive.
So trying to back up on that hill. So I got Thorn back on the hill a little bit. And a whole bunch of stuff slowed down thanks to Time Bomb. And likely about to be shut down by Haley's feet as well.
I don't know.
Or not.
Haley just moved away.
She did kind of run away. Maybe saving it for when she's actually in the zone. It's not a bad idea.
Maybe saving it for after Lucan's feet turn to kind of answer his shutdown with one of her own.
Possible.
Got Alexia doing a ride-by attack.
Trading feats is not a bad thing. So Hellfire into the reciprocators, but misses. And she's going to complete her ride-by, going back on the hill. Staying away.
Trying to stay safe.
So reciprocators now at -2 speed and defense. It's a rough miss.
Black 13th walking up. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's
Lady Ion on Holt trying to get the Kiss of Lilith up. Hits. Now Holt's going to start blasting into him. Does hit.
Yeah.
No damage. Second shot. Hits on
boxcars.
Oh. And does manage
takes
to
one
kill.
out.
All right. It's not too bad there. Now Black 13th going to work at it as well. Brutal with Kiss of Lilith.
That's a thing.
I mean, it negates the. It at least negates the deceleration.
Well, yes, and the shield wall a little bit.
A little bit,
depending on how that spikes.
I mean, right now between Time Bomb and Kiss of Lilith, deceleration has been nulled.
Yes.
That +2/+2. You got -2/-2 from different effects. So Watch is going to shoot the Clockwork Angels. And he misses.
Journeyman advancing just a bit. Cygnar scoring a point.
So Cygnar up 1 right now. I'm a little surprised. Not that much, actually. So I see Time Bomb getting marked. And apparently they are now resolving the blast damage from Time Bomb.
Yep. Perfect time to do it.
Sure.
Really just trying to put Chili on tilt. Like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, your guys,
by the way,
are slower.
On your clock, we killed some dudes. so that's what Trevor's really trying to do, is just burn down Chili's clock as much as possible.
I see.
Much like my tactics against Jonathan LeClaire in that streamed game.
Yeah,
anything you can do to throw your opponent on tilt and just mess up their plan.
It's a psychological game. Warfare is psychological. Trevor now questioning war itself and wondering if all the violence is really worth anything, apparently. As Chili looks at the table and tries to decide what he's going to do.
I think Chili's contemplating his own life right now. He's like, I could go get a sandwich right now.
Is that what he's thinking?
I think so.
And maybe.
That beef jerky not cutting it for him.
No, not enough. I mean, Sean on beef jerky, though, that'll keep you through the day.
I wonder what a beef jerky sandwich would be like.
Not good.
I don't know. It might be. On some toast with gravy?
On toast with gravy?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your life? So the Clockwork Angel's advancing. Gonna take some shots. Shots. Firing at the Storm Pod.
Nice stationary target for that first shot.
And fails to kill it.
Shooting again, some killer rolls.
So clears out that Storm Pod. That'll give the Obstructors a room to charge in. See the shot at the easy target, but still misses. One that's not in concealment. Oh, no, didn't miss. Did hit and managed to eliminate a Tactical Arcanist core. See the reform move, getting right to the edge of that zone. Nobody's really ready to commit to that blue zone. They're all just toe in.
Well, none of them can see it.
Yeah, toe in. See 3 Obstructors coming back. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
You missed one.
Bloop.
There you go.
Making sure that everything's lined up properly.
Getting them as far as he can from the drop.
Mm-hmm. And that will put them in a nice charge position.
Drop them like they're hot.
Maybe they are.
Obstructors
they're freshly minted, and they're made of metal.
True.
Here comes the charge. Hiya. Teleflails for the win.
Teleflail.
Dude, you don't mess with the Teleflail. No charge against... Oh, going against the storm wall. That's a brave little
robot. You can get a
robot
cellular
man.
flail.
Cellular flail?
Yeah.
Like that you make calls on?
Yeah, like a cell phone.
Oh.
But like a cell flail.
They just made a Bluetooth-enabled glove so you can talk into your fingers.
That's real weird. All right, we're going to see some attack rolls here now. Enough of this nonsense. Hitting a kill on attack Arcanist core.
This should get rid of the last one. Yep.
Yep.
So that tag Arcanus Core is now gone. Stormwall gets hit. Do some damage. Do some damage.
He's going to one-shot it.
One-shot it? It's mathematically impossible, sir.
Not if you cheat. That's actually a pretty good hit.
That was significant. That Obstructor not messing around. So all he's got left to really clear out there to score his own response point would be to get rid of Iris, but I don't think anything's in position there.
Giving a Cypher a focus.
Yeah.
Off of the corollary.
Corollary?
I like saying the names of the Convergence things in weird ways.
Okay.
It's enjoyable for me.
I mean, they're weird in the first place.
It's true.
Cypher
advancing.
Did it advance or run? It ran.
It ran. I think it's just trying to get in the zone.
Auto zone?
Get in the zone.
So the Cypher's positioning is a little misleading there. It's supposed to be facing directly forward, but it can't due to the weapon overhang and how close it is to that Obstructor.
Correct. The piston spikes just in the way.
The pissy spikes?
Piston spikes.
Oh, okay.
Lucan casting deceleration. There's the feat.
Yes, in a big token style.
Large token. You want to remember it.
Do you?
Nothing worse than popping your feet and then forgetting about it.
Oh. Have you done that before?
Constantly.
I have never forgotten about my feet.
Oh, I am real bad at this game,
You only get to do it once per game.
Exactly.
All right.
There's nothing worse than the next turn being like, oh, God, all my stuff had plus a billion armor.
A billion armor?
A billion.
We see a run happening from the other unit of reductors.
4 is roughly a billion.
Okay, that's fair. Chili, apparently, his color view has shifted. He saw that blue zone, and now he's like, I'm putting everything in that.
Yeah. Wait a minute, there's another zone?
He's just ignoring that red zone now. He's done with this. Second Enigma Foundry walks up. See a reciprocator come back, I bet.
A reciprocator?
A reciprocator. Yep. Oh, no. So we have a nice little Twitch comment about AutoZone now. Apparently that for wiper blades, some kind of fluids, and bone jack parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got
just in case your Necrotech is busy and you need to do some personal repairs.
You should never service your own bone jack.
I feel like this is a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's just gonna bite your head off.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna get really upset.
Or like you might shoot yourself in the face with a sludge cannon when you hit the wrong thing.
Hit the wrong button?
Yeah.
I don't think they're button activated.
Or like, wires, you're messing with things.
Sure.
Take a sludge cannon in the face.
Kid's just playing around on his trike, and all of a sudden, like, you do something, and Timmy just melts. It's like, oh no, what do we do?
Poor Timmy.
Yeah. You just put him in a mason jar. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Just pour him right back into the ammo canister.
There you go.
Recycling.
So we see advance from the Clockwork Angels over there.
Right back to the game.
I was a little surprised that he didn't drop a reciprocator out and just did a reductor.
No, he did a reciprocator.
No. Did he?
Yeah, there's four again.
Okay. I thought he grabbed a reductor.
No.
I thought that was weird.
That would have been weird. There's some snake eyes for you.
See some binomial beams doing what they do and missing.
Well, I mean, you call it a binomial beam. Of course he's going to roll a 2.
Oh, it's a binomial beam because when it hits you, it splits you in 2. It divides you. It just splits.
Why don't they just call it a person splitter beam?
That's just, no. It can't be that simple. A bifurcating beam, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, a bifer beam.
All right, so Convergence turn is over after that failed assault by the Clockwork Angels, advancing back in the zone. Chili putting himself in strong contention.
Probably feeling pretty confident with all that bonus armor on the table right now.
Mm-hmm. So Lucan's feet up, +4 arm for everything. Lots of dudes came back. Is in good position on the blue zone. Great position on the red zone.
Shooting's not going to do a whole lot this turn.
No. Now,
not a whole lot of threat to that inverter on that side of the table either, really.
That said, if Trevor can clear out those obstructors in the storm wall's way, the storm wall can go in and wreck some stuff with its fists, but
yeah,
it's not going to really have enough.
It's not going to be easy.
No. And it definitely doesn't have enough attacks, even with temporal acceleration, to do much.
We're definitely going to see Haley's feet this turn, though.
I would assume so. Although, where do you...
Unless he forgets about it.
He won't forget, but where do you go? Like, so you Haley feet, you lock down all the stuff in the red zone. Doesn't matter, because you don't have anything that can really contend with that over there right now.
Right.
You lock down... You lock down the blue zone, which is great if you can clear out all the stuff in there, but there's a decent amount of things. Like
which one's the blue zone? I can't see it. Oh, that one.
All of this with my fancy blue line there that apparently they just changed. There we go. All right, let's try this one more time. One more time. You have all of this stuff right here you got to clear out.
Yeah.
And then you have all of these things that you got to clear out to get that storm wall in there.
And really, it's that cipher that's the real problem.
Yeah. I mean, worst comes to worst.
Cypher's sitting at armor 23 right now.
Worst comes to worst, you just two-hand throw the thing. You know,
sure.
You can't knock it down, but you just throw it back.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the movement to get up there. Two-handed throw.
With the bond and temporal acceleration, yes, he does, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he does.
Fair enough.
I wonder.
Got Alexia activating.
You know, honestly, if he can clear out some of those reductors, that storm wall with temporal acceleration and the bond movement might be able to get. I think can get to Lucan. I think he can get to Lucan. He's got to clear out the reductors, but if he does, he's there. Lucan's sitting at +4 arm, and it looks like 3 focus.
2 or 3.
Not unkillable.
Not unkillable
for
at
a
all.
storm wall. See if Trevor decides to go for that, though. Right now, it looks like he's kind of focusing on the red zone. Also needs to get rid of that. So, storm wall now?
I don't think he's going to want to go for that. I think he's going to play it safe. I mean, it's round 1 of Iron Gauntlet. You don't want to go for something that's not a sure deal and knock yourself out of contention that early.
Yeah. See Stormcaller chicken line of sight, trying to get rid of that obstructor. Gets the skill check, it looks. Nope, failed the skill check. So trying to clear out a way for the storm wall, which does have 3 focus on it. A little consideration there for Trevor. See the rest of Iron Gauntlet going down that row of tables, and then also in other places in the fancy ballroom that we're in. Trevor considering his next move. Definitely in contemplation here. See Gaston, it looks like, now activating. Maybe. Measuring his control range, at least.
He's always so upset. He's always so cross. He's advancing.
He's definitely the kind of dude you don't want to cross.
What?
All right, Gaston has figured out which path he wants to go down this crossroads he was at. See him attacking the obstructors. Definitely hits. Boost damage. Kills the obstructor.
And he can cross that one off his list of worries.
Yeah, there you go. All right, taking another attack here. Spending focus. That's a lot of dice.
Them dice, though.
That'll take care of that one. Still has that one obstructor in the way that the Stormcaller failed to get rid of. Stone's sitting on 2 focus.
Still got the Black 13th.
Who are way... yeah. Maybe.
Or Haley. Haley's got a gun, doesn't she?
Yes. She does. She's not in a great position to do anything with that, though.
Well, maybe if he makes the right sound effect.
Oh, is that all it takes?
Sometimes.
Haley checking control range.
I thought he was measuring the table.
Well, you know, it's no harbinger, but it's close.
It's close.
So checking control area to the black 13th.
Yeah, we're gonna see a feed here.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out where she needs to be to position herself for that. Also might see a temporal acceleration on black 13th. He's measuring the black 13th for something.
Deadeye?
Maybe. Deadeye's only 6 though, and he's not that close. I don't think. So there's her feet. Fancy feet token down. Temporal acceleration goes on the storm wall. Telekinesis on Ayana. All right.
Huh.
So trying to get in a better position for Kiss of Lilith.
Wonder who she's going to kiss.
And apparently drunkenly lands at the bottom of the hill. Shoots. There's your hand cannon. Shoots the obstructor. Not the obstructor that's blocking up the storm wall, but just an obstructor.
I mean, you have a gun. Shoot
She
it.
missed. Back to the targeting range.
She should have cast Deadeye on herself.
Ion and Holt now activating. So I think, yeah, it's Ion and Holt. Holt way in the back, though. He's got to catch up. You thinking about that tomato joke?
No.
Oh.
No, I missed that one. I'm upset with myself
What's
now.
so funny about ketchup?
I just kind of pictured Holt as like this little kid and like running after his mom.
Oh. So got the Kiss of Lilith off at the Cypher. And Holt now taking some shots at the reductors, but is out of range on both shots. Stormwall's going next. He's got a lot of movement distance here.
And he is temporarily accelerated.
Yeah, he's got a sweet 9 inches.
Pulling out a massive proxy base.
So just making sure he has room for the base there. Trying to get within 2 inches of that Cypher. I don't think he's going to get it. No. No.
But it's going to put him real close to Father Lucan.
You know, because that obstructor didn't get aced by the Stormcaller, 9 inches just isn't going to be long enough for this.
Correct. It's going to take a free strike from that obstructor.
Well, you know. Here comes the free strike from the obstructor. And another significant, nope, no damage. Just saw the 6. I was expecting another one like it's charge damage. Like you might not one-shot it, but that obstructor's getting some work done. He's just like, I'm angry. All right, here comes the measurement for the key.
Oh, looks like he's in.
It looks like he got it. Slim margin, but it was there. So hits, no problem. Some damage. Trying to get rid of that Cypher.
Couple points, more than a couple points.
Yeah, it was significant. I mean, that Stormwall is not messing around. So seeing Electro leap into an disruptor and does manage to get rid of it, even with the feet. Second fist. Hits, does another healthy chunk of damage.
Some healthy hits, man.
Yeah.
I thought that Armor 23 was going to do a little more, but
Nah, third initial from Temporal Acceleration hits. Maybe enough to finish this guy off.
close. Looks like he's got maybe 2 boxes left.
He's gone.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. The Cypher's destroyed.
Pop
Rough
goes the
terrain goes
weasel.
down. Electro Leap kills another obstructor. Stormwall getting it done. Still has 3 focus left on him. Just start punching obstructors.
Just start punching like whack-a-mole.
Just hit him. Hit him in the face. Trevor checking his line of sight. Going to drop a storm pod. Try to zap some of those angels. Perfect way to do it. They are healthy arm right now, though, thanks to the feet.
Yeah, well, everything on the table's healthy arm thanks to that feat.
Stormpaw dropping down. Only going to be able to get 2 of them, it looks like. Boosting his damage rolls on both. Just trying to clear out that zone. And gets rid of 2 of them. So moving right along.
Moving right along.
Last fist attack. I never remember the words of this song beyond that. Like the whole thing plays in my head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know all the words to that song.
I'm sure you do.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be Fozzie Bear.
Fozzie Bear?
Fozzie Bear.
Wow. That explains so much. So much. Nobody wants to be Fozzie Bear. Not even Fozzie Bear.
That's not true.
That's absolutely true. Have you seen that, man?
I think Fozzie loves himself very much.
So Iris is able to snipe out the last Clockwork Angel, which
I think that
clears out the zone. So it's going to be another point for Trevor.
Yep.
Because Gaston and Iris are taking care of it.
Journeyman activates.
Got it right here.
Moving a little closer to the fight.
He's getting ready to do his little gun. So you got one here, nothing there. It's perfect. Journeyman slowly inching forward.
Ever so slowly.
If he advanced, it looks like he's in range to take a shot. He may not, though. Why not, though? You got the focus. You know they can't get to you, thanks to Haley's feet. Doesn't matter that it probably can't damage him.
Yeah.
Just do it.
No point in not shooting.
Have fun.
You have a gun.
All right, here comes the Black 13th.
That's why I don't have a gun.
Snipe shot. Lynch boxcars on a Clockwork Angel. Sees a shield guard. Next shot. Watts, another Clockwork Angel. Looks like it hits. And brutal damage should
should
get
do
rid
it.
of it. So checks to make sure he can get the soul.
For the
He can.
Enigma.
Ryan Magestorm's right in the... not sure where he pointed to for his target. So Cloud Effect goes right on top of that reciprocator. And see Trevor scoring his point and passing his turn, so he's up to 2 now. And that will end Chili's feat. And again, Trevor activated his feat, so he is active this turn.
So Chili's not going to be doing a whole lot this turn.
So should be a fairly quick turn for Chili because you move or you make an action. See some... Chili kind of considering his options here, his limited options. Has a storm wall right in his face. No way to really
charge it with Lucan.
You can't charge.
Oh, that's right.
Feet, man. Feet.
There goes my strategy.
You could just throw dice at it and hope it breaks, I guess.
It's possible. Unless he pinned it.
Pins would make the difference. So Lucan sending a lot of focus, but in a dangerous situation here. Very close to that storm wall. Way closer than you'd want to be.
Well, I mean, I don't think you want to be anywhere near a storm wall.
Exactly. It's terrifying.
It's horrifying.
I know.
Can you imagine if you're driving to work one day and you just see a storm wall?
Well, I mean, real world physics would just see it, it would just crumple. Like I would see it probably just crumple on itself. It's too big. It's too big.
A wizard did it.
Oh, we have wizards now? Why am I driving to work if there are wizards in this world of yours?
Welcome to my world.
I should be teleporting to work every day with my house wizard.
You can't. If you teleport to work, you won't get anything done, though, because it ends your turn.
I'm sure I have another turn. Reciprocator comes back from an Enigma Foundry. Bloop. It's probably heavier. It's more like a ka-chunk.
Ka-chunk.
There you go. Yeah.
Your scenario for round 2 is going to be recon.
All right. So 1 activation down. Next Enigma Foundry. Can't drop any more Clockwork Angels down since that unit got eliminated. Could put down a couple of Reductors. Nope. Reductors are going to go. They're going to move. It's going to try to get in that Stormwall's way as much as possible. And the other 2 are going to shoot. Might as well.
Spray the Stormwall.
They've got the potential to do some damage. 5 points is not insignificant.
Rue the day he didn't Arcane Shield that Stormwall.
That's right. We'll burn through it.
Commence
Thorn
ruining.
alone. So spray. That looks like what? Which model is that? That's an obstructor. 1 obstructor left. So Stormwall kind of gummed up.
There's still 2 obstructors left, actually.
LCQ players, if your table does not have zones or objectives, just raise your hand. We'll be there shortly.
Chili, considering what he wants to do now with his remaining activations, has several left. But of course has only half of each activation to go with, thanks to Haley's feat. So
Thanks, Haley's feet.
at least he gets to, figure out what he wants to do. So we see Enigma Founder go. Obstructors come back. Brings that unit back up to 5.
Looking for the widget.
Yep, making sure that he's placing them within the rules accordance, command, and within the appropriate distance of the Enigma Founder itself.
It's one of my favorite things about this level of play is you see people not cheating.
I don't usually see people cheating in general.
Oh, you've never watched me play this game.
That's true. That's true. I've never checked your dice.
They're real swingy.
Well, swingy, that's different. So we see the reciprocators advancing up. Just trying to get more stuff into that storm wall. Tie them up. You're still using set defense here since they're not going to get to attack. And still using shield wall. So that gets several of them into melee with the storm wall.
The storm wall's taken honestly a decent chunk of damage for the few attacks that have been on it. So.
Yep. I mean, every free strike's just going to help. So
if he can somehow manage to take out that storm wall,
the game swings back into his favor without that storm wall. The biggest trick here is making sure Lucan doesn't get storm walled in the face.
Yeah.
So Lucan,
well, let's see
still
what he
going to decelerate. Yeah.
Still decelerating. And
good call. And then
he's walking away.
Walk away. Although that's not enough so far. Got to get some bodies in there to stop the trample move.
Will his base fit there? Yeah, he can get a base in there.
I think so. At the moment he can. It won't take much to stop the base, though.
Right.
See some line of sight checking going on here. Looking to shoot a binomial beam. Take out Ayana. Looked like it was blocked, but so we've got one angel forfeits movement to shoot. Means it's going to die from that cloud. So it takes a shot,
but it might be worth it. Oh, misses Ayana.
Misses,
and then dies.
Sploosh! She'll come back.
She will.
The inverter still has to go. Advance is over. Cirrus is... So Chili ends his turn, leaving Lucan potentially in danger. Depending on how... Oh. Obstructors have to activate. You have to activate all of your models. So we see the obstructors going.
Getting in the zone.
Getting in the zone. Obstructors doing their best to get in a shield wall. Now back to Trevor's turn.
Let's see what he does here.
So you can't really shoot Lucan to death. He's sitting on 5 focus plus decel. No, 4 focus.
3 focus. Looks like 3.
Well, you only cast deceleration though. So
yeah,
should be 4 because decel's 3.
4.
So 4 plus decel. It's a fatty plus 6 armor.
Yeah, it's 23.
It's not bad. Even with 3 big gun shots, that's not going to do it. You gotta punch that dude
in the face.
In the face. In his big long spider head. So checking melee distance here. It looks like seeing how many models are in. As Trevor considers what he's going to do with all of Haley's focus. I don't think he's burned one from the Squire yet either.
Not yet.
It's madness.
Still got them pocket burgers.
Those things are going to get stale and old.
That's true.
You can't. Pocket burgers don't last forever. Pocket dogs, on the other hand.
Well, hot dogs just last forever.
Yeah. You could have like one of those in your pocket, run it through the wash like 4 times, pull it out, it'd be fine.
Who even knows what it's in a hot dog?
Exactly. It's mostly just salt and preservatives.
Yeah. Salt is a preservative.
Well,
just for clarification.
Thanks, Bill Nye. You just cracked that egg of knowledge all over my face.
Yep.
Yep.
Scramble it up.
Focus allocation considering here. Haley pulling focus off, putting focus down.
Allocating it to the forest.
I think he's just playing with the math numbers here.
Yes, I'm aware.
You can't allocate to a forest, Plummer. Pro tip number 1.
Pro tip number 2. Pro tip number 1 was roll better.
That's true. Although I feel like if you're dumping focus onto a forest, maybe we need to go back.
Let's just drop this knowledge bomb.
Go back
on the world.
So Stormwall gets 4, it looks like. Haley sitting on 4. No upkeeps. Looks like he dropped Arcane Shield. So
I have a feeling that's going on the Stormwall.
That's probably going to go on the Stormwall to make it a little more resilient to the number of free strikes I expect it's going to take.
Yeah, here it comes.
Journeyman goes first. He's going to saunter up to that Stormwall. Checks his control. Needs to get a little closer. A little closer. Got it. Arcane Shield. Bloop. Power up. And then 2 focus go away. Leaves him with 1. Do you want to take a hand cannon shot just for funsies? I'd vote yes.
I always shoot that gun.
Yeah, you might as well. Bullets is free.
Bullets are actually very expensive.
Nah, they're free.
Raise your hands if you need terrain adjusted. Terrain adjustment. Raise your hands.
All right, Trevor considering where he's going to go next. 17 minutes on the clock, so his time is winding down. He's up by 2. Gaston going.
Might be tough to clear that zone this turn.
Iris activates instead of Gaston. Advances.
Popping a shot.
Take a shot into one of those shield wall destructors. Misses.
Misses.
She's been missing a lot lately.
Yeah.
Her heart's not in this battle.
No.
She's only excited to kill living things.
Right.
Robot people. Doesn't matter. It's not the same. Stormsmith Stormcaller. It's a lightning shot. Fails it again.
Fails it again.
This is the worst Stormcaller on the planet.
Yep.
He's not,
shocking
that he missed
that.
He's no whiskers.
He's no whiskers.
Instead of calling storms, he's just calling bright and sunny sky.
Yeah.
Just blue sky all over. He's like on the island of misfit toys for storm callers. He does it all wrong. Like, I don't call storms, I call bright days.
Nobody wants a sun caller.
Exactly. Nobody. Gaston misses both his shots as well.
Man.
Trevor having a string of bad luck at this point.
Maybe he should activate his Charlie in the box next.
Oh, Charlie in the box.
Nobody wants a Charlie in the box.
That's because Charlie in the box is, I mean, this is creepy. That toy was pure nightmare fuel. Like the spotted elephant. I mean, the only other time they showed spotted elephants was in that Pooh episode that, like, traumatized every child who saw it.
I thought spotted elephant was adorable.
Pooh had a bad acid trip with heffalumps and woozles. Here comes an advance out. Did he advance out?
LCQ players, if you do not have an opponent by the time you get your match slip, you win.
Apparently the Twitch chat is very pleased with my...
It's very close.
I do pretty good.
Yeah. So you see a bunch of free strikes being laid into that storm wall. Not a lot doing any damage, though, thanks to Arcane Shield. So now we got the reductor free strikes. These are going to do it right here. Those little tiny blades.
I mean,
you get one of those under a cuticle, that's going to hurt.
Oh God.
Yeah, like bamboo shoot.
That makes my hands.
I told you. See, you just did some damage with it. The reciprocators did nothing. Reductors did it all.
It's been kind of the way this game's been going. Like,
all right, I know. It's
just the weird attacks, just doing things.
It's everything you least expect. So the storm wall has advanced out. Looks like Trevor's just going for the zone. He just wants to take those shots, leaving Lucan alone. Big gun shot. I mean, that's just cruel. Shooting a bullet as big as one of those obstructors at an obstructor. Kaboom! Definitely hits. Boost the damage roll, it looked like. Did destroy him. Second big gun shot. Boosting the... going to shoot at Last Angel, it looks like. Shot misses. Metal Storm spinning up. Going to drop some covering fire. Not dropping covering fire. Going to make some shots instead. Storm Pod first. Going to try to zap that obstructor. It looks like it's good. It's a bazap. There goes one of the covering fire. Trying to protect Iris there from a charge.
Probably a good idea.
She's been missing nonstop. I don't really I mean,
she is death high, so.
Well, and, you know, really.
17?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whew. It's good.
Maybe if she was Rat 17, she could hit something.
It's no invisibility death in the days of Mark 1 when that was a thing.
I remember
Def
that.
21. Hit me.
Hit me.
You can't. You just can't. So we see Ion and Holt backing up. Kiss of Lilith going on the reciprocators. Hits, so they'll be at +2 to their damage. Helps against that shield wall a little bit. We got quick confirmation. So we see shooting at wounded reciprocator with Holt. Hits, does no damage. Hits, does a little bit of damage. Oh, fails to damage on both shots.
Holt brought his pop guns today.
Well, you know, his guns are...
I mean, we're going with Misfit Toys, right?
It's true. His guns shoot love. Some more shots being laid at the reciprocators, doing a couple points of damage. Not enough to take any out right now. Even if he did take one, another one's just going to jump back in. Bunch of arcane bolts now happening. Haley through Thorn here. Going to see a shield guard. The inverter is going to take it. Was it an arcane bolt or was it a time bomb? Telekinesis, yep. So it's just arcane bolt.
Might have been a time bomb.
Maybe. Telekinesis, the Journeyman Warcaster back. I mean, they mark something, but I can't tell what the marker is.
Yeah.
You should put 2 there, 2 there. Yeah, that might have been a tie bomb.
Block 13th moving up.
Going to take some shots here. On the hill. So Ryan snipe shots at Clockwork Angel.
Trying to wipe out that unit just so you can't bring him back.
Yeah.
Seems like a plan. Rolling some
we
dice.
go.
That's
Hits.
Hits.
Looks like
Fails
it
to
failed
kill.
to kill because of deceleration. Only got a 15. Needed a 16. See lead reciprocator getting brutal shotted. And then the last one is Lynch. Taking a shot at something. Shoots a different reciprocator in the back. Hits. Brutal. Does something. Thanks to Kiss the Loaf. So 3 points on that other reciprocator. The reciprocator's getting whittled down, but nobody getting destroyed. Alexia's going for it. She's going to Hellfire the wounded one in the front. Misses again. Thus far, all these mercenaries have not been, like, really earning their coin.
She doesn't really do magic very good, apparently.
I think she's still learning on that horse. You know,
Must
it's
have
very
been.
bumpy. Throwing her aim off. She's just hurling spells willy-nilly right now. All right, back to Chili's turn. Trevor with only 10 minutes left, unable to score a point that turn. His clock's getting to be a real
It's going to be a problem.
real factor. So Chili's got a lot of time, and he's got a lot of resources left. This is just the game that Luca wants to play.
Right, he just wants to
wear
wait
you
it
down.
out.
Play it slow and steady.
But, I mean, Chili's not taking out models either.
No,
though. Like, he's really just slowly dying.
Yeah. Well.
And then undying with the,
just
the
rebuilding.
Enigma Foundries.
You can tear down this wall, I'll rebuild it.
It's still good. It's still good.
Clockwork Angel's going forward, going to do some stuff.
Gonna shoot some things
I
in
expect,
the face.
yep. Going after that journeyman. Welcome to the army, son. You get shot in the face. You're our most precious resource. Now get in there.
Get in there. 2 points of damage.
It's not quite enough.
Yeah, that damage roll was pretty.
Repositioning right into that storm wall. Gumming it up.
Gumming it up.
Just doing a little bit of a spread there.
That other one is having a little bath time.
Little TikTok tub time.
TikTok tub time. I'm glad you said it because I really wanted to.
Oh, you know, they get dirty like everyone else. You got to clean your gears.
Yeah.
You don't want gunk in your gears,
No one
especially
wants
when you're a
gunk.
clockwork person.
Don't want that gunk in the gears.
Yeah.
It's like having like toe fungus.
Toe fungus?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. The reductor's going now.
Activate.
Advancing in that zone. Going to take some spray shots. Enjoy how we started this game with Chili really pushing for that red zone, and now it's all blue.
Now it's all blue.
All we're seeing is blue. You get a couple spray shots off. Hitting Iris, though.
Hitting Iris.
Going to try to take out Gaston here. So first one looks like a hit. Does a couple points of damage. So Gaston's still sitting on a few points left.
Looks like there's going to be another spray, though.
Second one. He hit it. He fails to hit, so Gaston lives to fight another day. He hasn't been crossed out yet.
Not yet.
Obstructor's going now. Unable to get a charge off thanks to that
They will be
covering
able
fire.
to obstruct Trevor from scoring a point in that
Yeah,
zone.
they will. It's like they were named on purpose. What? And currently, looks like all the storm pods are out. The shield wall and the obstructors, obviously, just being annoying.
Just doing things.
Inverter now. Looks like, nope. Reciprocator's going to go next. They're going to do empowered. Looks like they're going to take some charges here.
Yeah, they're shield balling.
Just going to walk in, huh?
So walking, they're gonna stab on it in the face.
Yes. No. Yep.
Oh wait,
That's an angel.
That's an angel.
Aeona's way back there. She's
Oh.
way back by the journeyman who got shot.
I'm blind.
So they did empowered. Why did I?
What?
So they did empowered. They didn't get into the storm wall though. So Lucan's next. That looked like a run to me. So runs right into the zone. Corollary runs right into the zone. And that should wrap up Chili's turn.
Yep, there it goes.
So 10 minutes left for Trevor. He's got to make this count. Quick move in here. See if he burns one from that Squire finally. So up keeps Arcane Shield. Looks like he's drops 2 to the Storm Wall. Leaves him with 6. Measures his control. Doesn't give anything to Thorn. So 9 minutes left. Trevor's got to be aware of that clock at this point.
Upkeeping Arcane Shield on the Storm Wall
Advances
seems like
Thorn.
a plan.
What's the goal here?
Probably just going to keep time bombing those reciprocators. Keep them out of the game.
Telekinesis on a reciprocator. It's just going to bounce him out of the zone, it looks like.
And out of shield wall.
Yep. Telekinesis again. Different. It's going to hit. He's going to bounce that guy into the drink. Now it's a party. There's 2 of them in there now.
Yeah.
It's a pool party. Clockwork pool
I
party.
love pool parties. It's been a while.
Yeah, Seattle not really known for its
No, not at all.
like robust pool network.
Correct.
So there's still 1 reciprocator left in that zone. The question is, can he, in 8 minutes on this turn, get 3 points? Kiselaus hits the reciprocators again.
Don't know if he can.
I think Lucan can't contest, so you clear everything else out of that blue zone.
It might be easier to just kill the 1 reciprocator that's in the red zone.
Yeah, but that's not going to get you 3 points.
No, it won't.
See the shots on the reciprocators, trying to get out that 1 that's in the zone. Leaves him with 1. Black 13th are up. Forfeit moving to aim to make sure they hit. Brutal. Hits. And that'll do it. 7 points should be more than enough to take him out.
There he goes.
See last one. We see shots on one of the reciprocators whose back is turned to them. Hits, does some decent damage. Chili checking to see if that was enough to finish it off. Looks like
no.
Nope. Shoots the one in the back and hits, barely. Thanks to aim and back.
And barely is enough.
And is enough to do it. So it's 2 reciprocators down. Snake Eyes. So nothing there. 7 minutes to go. Clock is winding down quick. Lexi advances. Take a Hellfire shot, I'm sure. Can she actually hit for once? Oh, she creates a Thrall. That's what we want to see. 2 Thrall warriors.
Pretty rad.
First one activates and charges. Trying to get rid of those reciprocators.
It's not a bad plan.
Yeah.
7 points?
7 points to the first one. That should be enough to get rid of it. Yep. So the second one.
Sold to Alexia.
Going to charge that Clockwork Angel. And murders the Clockwork Angel. So Alexia's going to get another soul. She loves it.
It's impressive. Like, taking the initiative, taking the attrition game against Lucan and grinding him down.
Working at it. Again, the clock is the biggest factor here.
Yeah, that's true.
Trevor is running out of time quick.
It'd be hard to win the attrition game against your clock.
Yeah, you can't.
6 minutes.
No feat in the game yet adds time to that thing.
Yeah.
Time Lord that she is, Haley cannot reverse your clock.
That would be a feat.
So we see Stormpod trying to zap those guys. Gets both of them, so that's
Zap.
2 down. He's got a lot to go, including that Enigma Foundry. Gaston taking some shots on the obstructors. Finally hits. Boost damage. Manages to destroy one. Yes. Yep. So one goes down. Buys another shot. Boosts the attack roll. Hits. Let's roll straight damage here. Fails to kill it.
See if Iris activates. See if he even bothers shooting this turn.
She might as well. Maybe she loaded the crossbow this turn. She hits.
She hits.
That will fail to kill, apparently.
What just happened?
I don't know.
I think maybe Lucan took it.
Oh, I think, yeah, shield guard. Lucan shield guarded. So free strike from the Clockwork Angel. Does no damage.
I was waiting.
Trevor was ready for it, too. He's like, this is just going to do something.
Going to do something.
Stormwall advances back into the forest. What's the play here?
4.5 minutes.
Time's ticking down quick. He's going to try to get rid of those reciprocators, but why wouldn't you try to clear the zone at this point?
Well, one zone's clear.
It is. Trying to get, if you can get rid of that last reciprocator. In melee, it looks like it's going to miss. Misses the thrall.
I feel like Chili's move here is like to just get that inverter deep in the red zone.
Yep, just play it out at this point.
Just grind down the clock.
Let's see, Metal Storm shooting, trying to take out some stuff. Managed to kill a reductor. Really need to clear that. I would have dropped that. Well, I mean, trying to get rid of the reciprocators is a solid move.
Yeah.
But I would have shot that. I would have shot the Enigma Foundry. Like, you have the range. A couple of big gun shots into them.
Journeyman runs.
Running away.
And healing himself with that focus.
That's the end. So Trevor sitting on 3 minutes, 19 seconds, scores a point. So that'll put him at 3-0.
Put him at 3. It's a good place to be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Trevor would appreciate about 3 times more on the clock, though.
Well, that's always true.
So Chili is up. A lot of time to consider his next move here.
Maybe Chili clocks himself on this turn. It's a 20-minute turn.
Seems unlikely.
Unlikely, but not impossible.
Kim possible?
Wow.
Chili considering what he wants to do here.
He's hydrating. It's very important.
Hey, hydration is key.
It's true, unless you're a clockwork person.
They still need oil. They need
Sure.
lubricants.
I suppose.
You got to keep those pistons and things like well lubricated so that they function smooth. It's a lot of upkeep, man.
You know what? I think that's true. I would not like being a clockwork person.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as good as you think.
Corollary advances. Giving 3 to the inverter?
Yep. Inverter's going to get some work done.
Why?
Measuring control area, moves. Looking advances. Checks to see where that inverter is. Clearly has a plan here.
I don't know what it is.
Positive charge, likely. Maybe.
Sure.
It's the only thing that I can think of that he's measuring for here. Yep, positive charge.
What is... He's going to go kill a Thrall Warrior?
Heck yeah, he is. He's going to murder that Thrall so good. He's going after Thorn, actually.
How?
4, 7, 9. Yeah, Thorn might be a 9.
Can't see him.
I don't believe that that's his actual facing. I think it was just that because there was stuff in the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
I don't think Chili ever advanced his dude and was like, he's going to face away from this fight. He's tired of looking at it. So we see a charge. It's the placement. Bloop.
Oh, he
trampled. Okay.
That makes sense.
There you go. Macro pummeler attack. Chain flail. So that'll ignore Thorn's shield.
That meteor hammer.
Meteor hammer. So that does 4 points. It's a start.
I don't know. I probably would have taken the macro pummeler. That's still 1 more POW.
Yeah. Macro pummeler doesn't have reach, though. That's the problem.
Oh, that is the problem.
So he's only able to get within 2 inches.
Gotcha.
Had to take the meteor hammer. I mean, when it's fully extended, the macro pummeler looks like it should have reach.
Right.
But, you know, it's a precision weapon. It's got to be real close.
Yeah.
To get the full thrust in.
Really? A precision weapon is just a...
Yeah. If you target it wrong, it's just going to go, like, off half-cocked. It's going to miss. Yeah. Or, like, glancing blow. It might shatter. Sure. You don't want to break your macro pummeler.
You don't want to break your macro pummeler.
No, you don't. That's a tricky weapon. It's got to reset itself. So at this point, Chili just kind of going to try to take out those few solos over there. He's got Iris. He's got Gaston. Gaston being the more important one, given the number of shots. Reductor's going, advancing forward. Thorn took some decent damage. Looks like it might have ripped off the shield. Enigma Founder goes next. He's going to put down some more dudes. See an advance. Probably going to drop those. Would expect more obstructors here at this point.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a wide range of things to choose from over there.
Yep, 3 obstructors go down on the table. I'll let him do some sweet charges on those 3 mercs, or those 2 merc solos and that poor Stormcaller. Misfit Stormcaller.
I'm going to nickname his name's Sunshine.
Sunshine?
Yeah.
Sunshine the Stormcaller. I want to be a dentist. Like, that's that guy.
Yeah.
That is his life.
I wanted to be a dentist, and they made me be a Stormcaller.
That's right. That's all he wanted to be. He just wanted to be a dentist. Elves make toys. I don't know why we're on Rudolph all of a sudden, but that's where we are.
'Tis the season.
It's not. It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
Well, there
American Thanksgiving. So swing and a miss. CMA on Gaston. Misses as well. Damn. Gaston's still dodgy.
Kills Gaston with...
Oh, there we go.
Sunshine with the dodge.
Sunshine the dentist.
A little Sunny D.
Yeah.
For dodge.
What do we got? We got purple stuff. We got milk. Oh, we got Sunny D. Sweet. Reciprocators go in. Take a swing on...
Probably Thorn.
Yeah. First one.
Swing and a miss.
Misses, hits, damage. Thorn's no shield now, so this could do some 11 points. That should do it. Yep, Thorn becomes a wreck. That was exactly what he needed.
He's starting to take out pieces, and that's what Chili needs to do here.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's the clock. It's the clock for Trevor. 3 minutes, 13 seconds. He's up by 3.
Yeah, and like he's not in a position to just like burn through his turns quickly because like he's got stuff to deal with.
I go after Lucan at this point. Like clear your charge lane. The Stormwall's got more than enough distance. Yeah, don't focus on the reciprocators. So Kiselaus is up.
He just really wants this scenario win.
Yep. So reciprocator down.
He's got tunnel vision.
I guess. With temporal acceleration plus the bond movement plus charge, you get to Lucan.
I know.
And Lucan is down to 4 again, I think, because he put deceleration up.
Yep.
So temporal acceleration on the storm wall. She TK'd herself. Then she charges. So she's going to go for the domination and try to win it. It's not terrible. She missed her charge attack, though, which is...
Oh, and the Stormwall's going to come for the inverter.
Yep, Stormwall's going to go for the inverter. However, her miss on the reciprocator, he's still got Alexia. She's got some souls.
He's got the Stormcaller.
So I think he's got this.
Yeah.
So first charge attack hits. Blam. Electro Leap will kill the Clockwork Angel, so that clears out one more thing from the zone. Second shot hits, does a lot more damage. Electro Leap looks like it jumps into the reciprocator. Does no damage.
Oh, double ones on
Snake Eyes misses. Hits, and that'll destroy that. Reciprocator still alive. Looks like it misses. And 3, that'll do it.
That's the game.
All right, so Trevor will win on control points as Haley dominates that zone after taking out the last reciprocator.
It was a really fun game to watch.
That was a tight game, very close on the clock.
It was a grind, but it was a lot of fun to watch.
Congratulations to Trevor for winning. So again, we see a control point win here.
Yep.
By Trevor at the very end of the clock, had like a minute and 20 left.
Yeah, I always get nervous for them when the clock's that low. You're just like, oh, geez,
yeah, got to do it. But you know, at the end of the day, like Trevor pulled out from some really bad rolls.
Absolutely.
Saw a lot of misses going from him.
Got to give it to Chili. He played a really strong game. He was definitely able to hold down those zones for a long time. It was a lot of fun to watch and see how it turned out.
Chili definitely knew what was going on. So we will be back for round 2 of Iron Gauntlet here very shortly. Until then, I'm Will Shick.
I'm Michael Plummer.
And we will see you soon. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you at round 2, Iron Gauntlet War Machine Weekend 2015.